Hello and welcome to the E14 Toybox. My name's Rob and thank you very much for joining me on this video where I unbox the mysteries of Heroclix boosters and gravity feeds. So this episode is no exception. I will be looking at a pair of gravity feeds from the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice set. These are the last two loose gravity feeds I have. I have a pile of stuff in my backlog for various different competitive elements. So there will still be some gravity feeds popping up in videos, but they're not going to be loosely dotted around like they are now. This is purely because I have them and I figured it might make the videos, you know, a little bit, adds a little bit more. So the main focus of today is a pair of Marvel What If boosters from the Marvel What If 15th anniversary set. I had a really good pull from the first ones. Thor, Dr. Stark, a Punisher Squad Soldier and Molly Hayes, so that's a really good result. So if I can build on that and get even better stuff, that's even more amazing, but we shall find out. What we'll find out first, however, is the contents of the last two Batman vs Superman gravity feeds. So let's see what's inside. Alright, so we've doubled up. We kind of knew that was happening. That was already happened a couple of times, so it's just happening again. Oh, nice looser dial though, so if I sell one, it'll be the other one. Bruce Wayne. So he's an Affleck type. So I've been through the dial on the previous episode, but nonetheless, I'll give it a quick run through so he can move through characters for the purposes of movements. He's untouchable playboy millionaire. Sidestep and an alter ego I am Batman damage attack power on his last two clicks. He can replace himself with the 001 Batman on his orange starting. Again, a little bit annoying you can't use the power suit Batman, but at the same time, I do get it. Willpower, combat reflexes further on, and then he can use standard powers as a damage box out. You can use standard powers from the Batman character that's on that click until the next turn. So you've got the ability to just bring in a couple of the Batman powers in the meantime, and then he gets a support piece later on. So Batman ally team ability. And that's, I mean, not unremarkable if you haven't seen the previous videos, but obviously I'm kind of hoping you have. And then finally, double up again, tripled up. Got three of these now. Nice loose dial there, always nice. Lex Luthor. So Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor played in the film to weird effect. Sidestep on his 3 clicks. Man, 45 points for 3 clicks. It's tough. Mastermind, and then he's got a damage box out. Perplex and probability control with range of 8. He can use either to target Superman regardless of range or line of fire. And then probability control further on in the damage powers. So, I mean, for me, disappointing. Hopefully you got something out of that. Nonetheless, that's not what I'm most excited about. The most excited I am is about the boosters, of which I only have 5 pieces, so there's a good chance I'll get something new in this. So previous ones I mentioned I'd like to see are Punisher of the Strange and Dr. Punisher, or no, I am Punisher, sorry, not Dr. Punisher. This guy. Oh wow, okay. Oh, okay, I've made somebody jealous, I can tell. I already know this. So, this is going to be an odd one, but I will do my best. Because I have what looks like doubling up, but I don't, but not really. So, first things first, 003. He's at 40 points. I mentioned I was a fan. It's the Punisher. Face the right way, Frank. Frank Castle, obviously. 5 clicks for 40 points. He's got stealth and running shot. 2 clicks of stealth, then 3 clicks of running shot. Nothing on his attack. Willpower for 2, and then toughness for 3. Range combat expert for 2, and then outwit for 3. Not a terrible piece. Obviously pretty light because he's 40 points. But, you know, again, not terrible. Next, I have a double. Or do I? I don't think I do actually. Maybe it's slightly different. Okay. Maybe it's not. I can't tell. Let's have a quick look. Oh no, it is different. Okay. So it's a slightly different variant of Dr. Stark. So it's similar, but not the same. There we go, camera. Isn't that fun when you play nice? 4 clicks for 45 points. 3 clicks of plasticity, it looks like. Followed by a blank click at the end for movement. No attack powers to speak of. Willpower for 2, and then combat reflexes for the last 2. And then probability control all the way through the dial. And a trait, an alternate Earth. If this character is on your sideline, you may give a free action to a friendly character named Doctor Strange or Iron Man that's equal or more points. Replace that character with this character on the same click number. Can't think why you'd want to do that for anything significantly, but at the same time, he's got Mystics, so maybe you want to do some extra Mystics damage. So, on first glance, a double, but actually, there's more to it than that for these ones, because it gets a bit complicated, the what if. So, it's Punisher, but it's a slightly different take on the Punisher. Got the spit curl, very nice. So this is What If Volume 2, The Punisher had killed Daredevil, 91. 6 clicks for 50 points. A blank click followed by 3 clicks of sidestep followed by 2 blank clicks. 2 clicks of attack box out. He can use precision strike with a range value of 8. When he makes a ranged attack targeting a character with the Marvel Knights or Spider-Man family keyword, modifies attack by +2. So you could use him against Marvel Knights with quite a great effect. Precision strike on the remaining 4 clicks, and then 3 clicks of toughness, 3 clicks of combat reflexes, and then 3 clicks at the end of close combat expert. Quite a cool piece. You do end up looking like you've got loads of doubles with this set, but you don't really. In a similar vein, it looks once again like a double, but it's not. Double on the sculpt Thor. But then if I was worried about doubles on the sculpt, I wouldn't have bought the starter set, which I did. So, 6 clicks for 100 points. He has a trait. When Thor attacks, you may choose that the attack generates knockback. This knockback can't be ignored by charge or combat reflexes. So he's got 6 clicks, 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep. 3 clicks of attack box out using precision strike and quake. And then 3 blank ones. And then invincible, followed by impervious, followed by invulnerability. No longer trapped in Blake. Oh my. And then finally, Battle Fury for 2 clicks, a blank click, Close Combat Expert for 2 clicks, and then blank click again. So if you ever want to learn, which I kind of need to, the difference between invincible, impervious, and vulnerability, this is a good piece to have, because you force yourself to know the difference for the purposes of strateging. Strateging? Now, this one is a mixed bag, because on the one hand, it's got a pretty shoddy paint job. But, on the other hand, it's a rare piece. Spider-Man. So this is May Parker as the web slinger. But like I say, the paintwork on it is a little weak. What if Hulk had become a barbarian? Backup story. Okay. 5 clicks for 40 points. Sidestep followed by leap climb, and then 3 clicks of a attack box out. Spider-Man can use incapacitate. That's going to get tricky to differentiate. When she does, hit characters can't move until your next turn. So actually, she stops them completely until the next turn. So that's pretty cool. Super senses and combat reflexes. 3 followed by 2, and then 2 blank clicks, 2 clicks of support, and a click of perplex. So that's quite cool. That's a really nice piece, and I reckon Brad is a big fan of playing Aunt May if he has the bystander token and the spare points on his force. So it'd be kind of cool to get his reaction to that piece. Maybe, I think his birthday's coming up, you never know. Well, it definitely is coming up, but what I mean is you never know what he might get. Unless this goes out before, in which case he blatantly might. Although now I'm just not going to give it to him. It's the easiest way, isn't it? Alright, so finally. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, okay. This is an odd booster. Once again, so if I go down the same explanation of keep in mind that I'm not doubling up in the strictest sense, because otherwise it would look like I was really having a bad day. Although I'm really not. Though it does kind of appear that way. So this is an unusual booster, in so much as it's got 3 of the same character in it, and 3 of the same sculpt, so it would appear you've doubled up in the worst way possible. Like, not even my luck's that bad. But it is more complicated than that. So once I get the cards open, which I'm having trouble with for an inexplicable reason, known only to me, and even I don't know, so there's that. I will run through them in great depth. So let's start with number 4. So the first of 3, Daredevil. I do like the extendable cane. So let's see what we got. 5 clicks for 40 points, 2 clicks of stealth, 2 clicks of charge, and a blank click, and then 5 clicks of a attack box out. When Daredevil hits with an attack, after action's resolved, give the target an action token. So he's got the incapacitate ability as well, built in. 3 clicks of combat reflexes, 2 clicks of super senses, nothing on his damage, 2 damage and 1 damage for 40 points. You can't really go wrong there. Next, let's see what we've got. So we have an Oni Hulk with a nifty goatee, a bit of a Frankenstein top. So he's various. 3 clicks for 25 points. So what if the Gamma Bomb had spawned 1,000 Hulks? So this one is sidestep on 1 and then 2 clicks of nothing. 3 clicks of the Emperor's Oni. Oni Hulk can use super strength. If a friendly character named Oni Leader is within 8 squares, modify Oni Hulk's attack value by +1, so he's better with Oni Leader. Makes sense. Toughness on 2 of the 3 clicks, and then the blank one, and then Battle Fury on the way, all the way through the dial. So for 25 points, he's got 3, 2, and 1 on his damage going down. So he's pretty good. I kind of like that, that progression. That seems to make sense. Let's see what we got. So next is Daredevil. So second one of 3. This one is a slightly different tack. It's a little bit bendy because it's obviously been stored in the booster. So this one is from What If the Kingpin Adopted Daredevil. So 5 clicks for 50 points, 3 clicks of sidestep, 2 clicks of flurry, 2 clicks of quake, and then 3 blank clicks. Super senses on 3, followed by combat reflexes. A blank one, 2 clicks of perplex, 2 clicks of empower. As a trait, when building your force, if your force also includes one character named Kingpin, Daredevil gains all the characters of that keywords of that character this game. When he is adjacent to a friendly character named Kingpin, modify Daredevil's defense by +1. So he's slightly better defended if he's next to his adopted daddy Kingpin. Aww. Next is probably the coolest. That's really cool, actually. Really, really cool. So we have Captain Britain Iron Man. Look at that. If the camera will let you. There we go. Look at that sculpt. How beautiful is that? Little Union Jack flag everywhere. So playable at 70 and 55 points. That is interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen a box out that varies depending on how many points you play them at. So that's really cool. So the trait from an alternate Earth, you may give. So if this character is on your sideline, you may give a free action to a friendly character named Captain Britain or Iron Man that's equal, and swap it for this character on the same click. Movement box out, can use running shot. You can use it as a free action if he has 2 action tokens, but if he does, deal him 1 unavoidable damage after action is resolved, and do not clear his action tokens this turn. So he's got that. One is every other click. So he's 5 clicks for 70 points. 5 clicks for 75 points. 70 points. 70 points. Don't know why I got confused there. Now that's also interesting. So with this one, you can play either at 70 or 55, and the dial is the same. That's the first. I've never seen that before in a click style, but that's really, really nifty. So basically, the powers just get slightly less powerful if you're at 55 points. So this is what I was coming to. Defense box out. If you're 70 points, you can use Impervious, and if you're 55 points, you can use Invulnerability. I really like that. That's one of the cleverest things I've ever seen in clicks. So here we go. So every other click, 1, 3, and 5, he's got the movement box out, which is double free action running shot, but with unavoidable damage. On the other side, on the other two, he's got running shot. Nothing on his attack powers. He's got 2 clicks of the defense box out, and then 3 clicks of energy shield deflection, and then nothing on his damage. Although he does 3, dropping to 2 on his last click. I really, really like that piece. Really, really like it. Spoilers. And then finally, another Daredevil piece. I mentioned there were 3. So this one is from What If, featuring Daredevil and Captain America, but it doesn't tell you what's gimmicky about it. 50 points for 5 clicks. Again, you've seen this sculpt. You know what it looks like. You've seen it twice in this video. Okay, so it's to do with Foggy Nelson becoming vice president. He's 5 clicks for 50 points, 2 clicks of charge, 3 clicks of leap climb, blank click followed by 3 of precision strike and a blank. Super senses followed by combat reflexes, 3 and then 2, and then damage box out, which I'll come to, and perplex for the remaining 3. The damage box out is he can use outwit when he does. After actions resolve, he can use perplex, but only to target the same character. So he can perplex the same person down that he's just outwitted for added insult to injury. So that's pretty cool. Those are pretty cool pulls. I would say, I mean, I probably hinted at this a minute ago, but I would have to give pick of the pulls for this episode to the Captain Britain Iron Man. I really love the sculpt. I really love the fact that it's got the same dial at different point values, and I really love the fact that as a result, the damage box out, the defense box out rather, changes power level depending on which one you play. That's inspired. So he's pick of the pulls for this one. Not the rarest in the pack, but at the same time, in my mind, the coolest. So, thank you very much for watching the E14 Toybox What If Edition. Look forward to some videos in the near future. I don't have anything specific to open that I know of yet, but I'm thinking it will most likely be Elseworlds, maybe some more What If stuff, depending on money availability. So, thank you very much for watching the E14 Toybox, and bye for now.